It's Cugsley. This is a short video, just a demonstration. I have updated my Pixel camera thingy thing. So basically, you can now like take pictures, right? And it updates whenever you move. Like say right now, it refreshes and deletes it. And then when you stop moving and take another picture, it scans the environment. So like if I were to go pretty far forward, I don't actually have a map or coordinates. You can actually see the start of an arch. If you get a little bit closer and rescan, you can see that. You can rotate. Let's go forward. Just go forward a bit more. Okay, now let me rotate. Look, there's the arch from a different angle now. So yeah, that's a tree. So if I back up a little bit, and then let's rotate this way. Oh, too far. Rotate a little bit more. There we go. Or, again, I don't have coordinates, so I'm just kind of going based off my general knowledge. If I were to rotate this direction, eventually, yeah. Oh, look at that. First try, or second try. You can see some other anomalies I kind of put here as tests. So yeah, it's fully functional. The way it works is this. Let me exit and save. And I'm going to make this public so anyone can use it. Or if someone is, because I know someone's making an Iron Lung, if they want to use proprietary, I can let you use it privately, and then once you finish with your game, you can make it. I'll make it public. But basically, how it works is instead of using the for like laser scopes, what I use are zones. So each square here covers a grid, right? It looks like this. If you were to open it up, oh, maybe I should like just do view zones. You can see a line here, and then it scans a square of that line, and then all these scan different squares, creating a grid that it's able to display. So if I were to say put a square in here, right, like this, you see a square. If I make it larger, there it is again. Now let's also turn off the zones and actually let's turn off wires and logic. There we go. Make it larger and update. There it is. So you can see that it's able to live kind of scan and figure things out as it goes. It's not the best at determining like super accurate contours and stuff, but if you I got too far away. So it's not the best at determining like contours and getting super accurate with it, but you are able to do basic scans. So like if I were to say put in, I was getting like a cube. Let's do this complicated shape from my game. Put that right there. There it is. That's what it sees. If I bring it closer, you can see it's creating the outline. Ta-da! Pretty neat, huh? And what this costs is a total of about 31%. It was originally 48, but I was able to narrow it down a little bit. I had a smoothing, I guess, gadget in here that would amplify further distances so you could still see it clearly, but that proved to be extraordinarily expensive. However, it still works quite nicely as it is. So there we go. That's how it works. Anyways, that's it. That's the video. Just want to kind of show it off. If you want to recreate it yourself, it's super simple. If you don't want to use it like mine for whatever reason. I forgot to turn logic back on. Logic and wires, turn off zones, there we go. Get a square, have your line kind of zone grid, right? Combine them into two wires. You can't do one wire, but you can do two. So combine them. Run them to like different lines of like pixels, and per line, run them through a signal manipulator that's frozen, right? And then have it unfreeze when it's time to refresh it, right? And basically have a sequencer, right, go through each line, unfreeze, freeze, unfreeze, freeze, unfreeze, freeze, all these different items, which you can see the sequencer is down here. And so it just looks like boop. And that's how you're able to get a kind of like scanner. Now this is a 50 by 50 pixel as well, which isn't bad. I mean, technically speaking, I could probably make a 60 by 60 or 70 by 70, but at what point does it become just more than it's worth, right? I mean, the original plan was to do 100 by 100, but, I mean, I maybe could do it. I don't think I could. Like, let's actually do a test. How many pixels can I do? If we count this grid here, right, as its own thing, right, so a 50 by 50. If I did 100 by 100, I'd have to multiply this by 4. So at most, you can do 100. So that is... Hold on. Why am I donking out here? It should be pretty simple. I just need to do squares. So it is 50 times 50 times 2, and then just square root that. So you can do about a 70 by 70. Anything more than a 70 by 70, and you're going pretty high up there. So if you want to squeeze in, like 2 more rows up and down, sure, you can. That'll pretty decent. I mean, that's almost a 50% increase in resolution. So I could do it, but not worth it. Yeah, there it is. Anyways, that's all. I just made this as a short demonstration. And if I find other ways to optimize it, I certainly will. Currently, the way it works is it uses kind of like a LiDAR system. Like I was on Reddit, and someone else had mentioned that they had created something like that, but it was pretty expensive. I did that, but just used some optimization techniques to make it a bit more manageable. Zones instead of laser scopes. That way, I don't have to worry about like the laser scope missing an object because they're so thin. Zones have a bit more leeway with them. So there's that. I did also have the idea of seeing if I could try and offload more of the processing and the zone usage, but it really depends on how long I have for each image to scan. The longer I have, the more I can optimize it, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. You have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.